Ta-da! Hey guys, so this is meal prep number 5. Yes, so you saw me do the sauce, and I chopped up some broccoli and I did peppers so that they're ready to go for the week. Saute, micro steam, whatever, roast. So now I have the ground beef from Costco. This is ground beef. I have steaks and I have the ribs. So I'm gonna separate them into my silicone bags so that I can freeze some, marinate some, so that makes cooking during the week and eating a lot easier. Okay, so I separated the steak. So this is one meal. I put in the container, so I'm gonna season it. And the other steaks are in here, this bag to freeze so that I could do something with it another night. And then the same thing with the ribs. I cut them into portions. So half went in a silicone bag and the other half I'm gonna season and put in a container because I'm gonna be making these 2 this week, and then that could be another week some time later, because I still have the frozen chicken bags, the thighs and the tenderloins from Trader Joe's, which I always love just opening it up, putting a marinating it in the morning, and then grilling it or pan cooking it or something in the evening. So I'm not even going to touch those, they're just frozen. But these, I'm going to actually season these with the same thing. Oops, sorry. This is this barbecue rub with coffee and garlic from Trader Joe's. I love it so much. And for a while, they didn't have it, or I didn't see it. It's seasonal. And then now it's back, and I think it's not seasonal anymore because I actually saw it there during the winter. That was a struggle. All right, so I'm going to season these on the top and the bottom. And it's so good. You smell the coffee. So for the ribs, when I make them, I like searing them in the crock pot, and then I'll put some barbecue sauce. So it'll change the flavor a little bit. But then for the steaks, nothing on it. Although we do like Peter Luger after we eat it. Okay, not after we eat it, but while we're eating it. So, but this gives it a nice flavor. Could get a nice crust on it. So this is that sirloin from Costco because meat's so expensive. And I don't want any of it to go to waste, so I did nice portion sizes. So these are gonna get grilled. I have zucchini squash, I have peppers, ready to make, oh, and mushrooms and onions as a side. So that one's done. Let's stick that in the fridge. These are going in here. Oops. So these will get some barbecue sauce. I like the dry ribs with not too much sauce on it. But these are really good in the crock pot. They get so tender, the bone comes right off. No chewing, no biting. Nice and tender. All right. Are these gonna fit? Yeah. So that's meal number 2. Okay, I need 2 hands. There. Oh, and that's my assistant. There you go. Okay. So 2 meals for the future, plus the chicken, and then the ground beef, which was bleeding everywhere. I do want to make meatballs, so I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of meatballs, freeze them, and then put them in Ziplocs. Okay, so a third of this I'm making into ground beef. Give me this. Ground beef. And I'm going to chop up some onions and throw that in there. And the remaining 2/3 of this meat, which was 7 pounds from Costco, I'm making meatballs. There. Eventually that starts to cook. Okay. Let's throw that in there. So this could be taco meat one day, cheeseburger mac and cheese, meat sauce, something. Picadillo, empanadas. Could be anything. So it'll be all ready to go. Okay. I'm not going to season it with salt. I'll season it when it gets cooked into a meal the second time around. So here's the meat. And then I have a ciabatta here. I have some flatbread and naans. I'm going to tear all that up and throw that in. Okay. So I didn't need to make all the bread. The boys can make some flatbread pizzas with that. I'll leave that for them. So let's add some salt. And then I like to add, first this, flaxseed. I add ground flaxseed. Adds omega-3s and fiber. And milk, which the bread will absorb. And make the meatballs tender. And then I need eggs. So I added 3 eggs. And I'm adding some dried parsley from my garden. Sometimes I add this, a lot of times I add the Italian seasoning blend. But I'm going to add the parsley. Because then you can put it in whatever sauce you want. I want a lot. There. Okay. Now I'm going to mix it up and make the meatballs. Look at that. It's going to be 2 meals right there. In the freezer they go, and then they go in one of those silicone bags. And the meat is ready, so I'm going to let that cool down. And the sauce is ready, so I'm going to let that cool down. And then that's going to get jarred up, and that's going to go in a bag in the freezer as well. So there is the second part of the meal prep. They're done. Ground beef with onions cooled down. Meatballs are frozen. And sauce is all jarred up. So put that with my peppers and my broccoli and the ribs and the steak. And I am all set for the week, possibly 2 weeks. And of course, like I said, there's chicken from Trader Joe's in bags in my freezer. So just got to pull something out and make it. So that's meal prep number 5. I hope you enjoy this video and see you in the next one. Bye.